Alright, boys, I got the new microphone here. So, as a way to kind of show it off, I'm just gonna read you guys a stupid story. Warning. The following story contains sexy lady violence, Gangnam discrimination, and copious amounts of style. Viewer discretion is advised. Chapter 1. The Purchase. What I'm about to tell you is an entirely true story. I have no idea how I currently survive to tell this tale, but oh boy, how I am grateful for it. I can get the word out to more unfortunate souls who may happen to get their hands on this godforsaken artifact of terror, but enough. This is the story of GangnamStyle.avi. It was a warm summer's day, wind blowing in my face with the drop top. I was cruising down the 6. My favorite band was playing, Limp Bizkit. It was the kind of feeling almost indescribable. You had a nice car, you were driving at high speeds, and Fred Durst was spitting the sickest lyrics known to man in your ear. And yet, somehow, I didn't feel like I had it all. That's when I caught something in the corner of my eye, a garage sale, on the side of the road. I'm not sure why something as mundane as this grabbed my attention, really. What could possibly be on sale here that could be better than this car? I took the next U-turn I could find and swerved right onto the curb in between two pickups. Damn, I was good at parking. As I strolled onto the lawn, I was greeted by an old lady, about 4 to 5 feet tall, perhaps in her 80s, and half-moon spectacles. Hey man, what's going on with the sale? Y'all got some sick mixtapes? I inquired. The old lady pressed her fingers against her glasses to adjust them and said, "You left your radio on!" At that moment, I could hear Fred Durst dropping a couple F-bombs from my extravagant sound system. Yeah, it wasn't actually a radio, it was custom built by me, and its power is actually independent of the cars, so I didn't waste fuel while leaving this thing on the street to provide music for the weekly twerk-offs, which were held near my home. But alas, this was no twerk-off. Before any more buyers could be enlightened by the Durstening, I switched it off and walked back to the lawn to see what was on sale. It was nothing special really, just a couple of old furniture, some old movies and toys and whatnot. I saw a pink CRT coated in flowery stickers over by a box of Pogs. Perhaps my friend who was into the aesthetic would dig that kind of thing. There was also a bunch of video game cartridges too, but I didn't really need them. Judging by the poor labeling, they were probably haunted or some shit. After digging through the movies and finding nothing but Days of Our Lives, I found a box labeled music. Ha! Now that's what I'm looking for. Old people might not have the greatest taste in TV, but they got a knack for music. And lo and behold, I hit a gold mine. Oh, the good shit. Linkin Park, Korn, Slipknot, Mudvayne, Avenged Sevenfold. Man, I had no idea these old people were so cool. Couple of vinyls too. How the heck did they get their hands on this? Unfortunately, there wasn't any Limp Bizkit. But I guess that doesn't matter, since I owned pretty much every record by them anyways. When I got to the bottom of the box, however, I saw something rather peculiar and out of place. A CD with a cartoon of a merman on the cover. There was writing on it, but I couldn't really understand what it said. I picked up the CD and inquired with the old lady about it. Hey, what's this? The old lady glanced at me, and as soon as she saw the CD, she flinched and swiped the thing off of me with almost ninja-like reflexes. "This is not for sale!" she snapped. Then why was it in a box? "I must have forgotten to take it out!" Hey man, rules are rules, I assured her. This thing was in a box. I'm sure that entitles me to purchase it. Excuse me? This is my sale! Touché. No way I was going to be bested by some senile old hag. What if that CD was a rare new indie metal band? What if it was worth a lot? And as she turned around with the Holy Grail, I reluctantly reached into my wallet and pulled out a large wad of cash. $100. The old lady stopped dead in her tracks. She slowly turned around and once again, my eyes met with her spectacles. "This is my twerk-off prize money, man. I gotta have that CD." She raised an eyebrow. "Twerk off?" Never mind. The old lady paused for a moment.
You can't really put a price on something like this, but I suppose it would compensate for the funeral this rot.
Funeral? I scoffed. This guy's music can't be that bad. Another pause from the old lady. I could swear her wrinkled mouth almost smiled.
All right, deal.
I handed her the money, and she gave me the CD. Hell yeah! As soon as I turned around, she muttered something extremely fast.
I'm not taking responsibility for anything that happens to you, boy.
What?
Oh, nothing, dear. Enjoy.
I hopped into my car with the CD, cranked up the Limp Bizkit, and drove back home. I wasn't going to listen to this record with my car's sound system. Oh no, this thing requires the full blast from my set at home. The moment I got home, I slumped into my comfy velvet chair and opened the case to the CD, only to find one of your average store-bought discs with some marker writing hastily scrawled, Size 6 Rules. It had a few scratches on the disc, and there was some whiteout on the front. Size 6 Rules? I've never heard of those guys before. The production value on this must be pretty low, so naturally, indie music law dictates that this music has to be really good. I popped the CD into my computer and lo and behold, it wasn't a music CD at all. The only file on the disc was a video called GangnamStyle.avi. Now I remember. Psy was that fat Korean dude who sang that stupid overblown song Gangnam Style with the horse dancing. Man, I paid $100 for this? Before I could mull over my poor financial management some more, I noticed something a bit off about the thumbnail. Yeah, it was a screenshot from the Gangnam Style music video. That iconic part where he walks away from the explosion, but there seemed to be indistinguishable faces in it. Huh. Curiosity getting the better of me, I clicked on GangnamStyle.avi. The player came up, and the video began. So that's the end of chapter 1 here. I guess I could maybe do more later. But, yeah. That's it for now.